When you think of someone who's a millionaire, what comes to mind? Perhaps a celebrity, professional sports player, the founder of a large company, or maybe a surgeon? What if the average millionaire didn't look like these people at all? Instead, it's someone like your next door neighbor. An average millionaire is someone you'd see mowing their lawn, standing in line at the grocery store, or commuting to their 9 to 5. They earn average incomes, live in modest homes, and don't drive expensive cars. You probably would have no clue by looking at them that they have a net worth of $1 million or more. Since the lives of these millionaires closely resemble yours, what makes them so much different than you? There are some behaviors that these people all have in common that allow them to build large investment portfolios that help them to live comfortable lifestyles that don't involve worrying about money. Take a look at these secrets of the millionaires next door that can help you become a millionaire many times over, and pay special attention to number 1 and 2, which are sure to surprise you. My name is Chris, and I help teach people about money, personal finance, and investing. If you're interested in improving your financial future, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if this video is helpful. Number 9. They invest simply. Poor people think that investing has to be complicated, but this type of thinking can prevent you from ever getting started. The vast majority of successful people invest using tried and true strategies that have a long history of growth, like low-cost index funds or ETFs. They purchase S&P 500 funds and dollar-cost average into them over long periods of time, instead of trying to get rich quick by searching for an amazing stock or the next Bitcoin. That's not to say that they don't understand what they're buying, though. These people don't invest in things they don't understand. By keeping your investment choices to a simple selection, it's easy to be educated on the topic. They might put some money in a stock they think will do well or a new cryptocurrency, but this is limited to a very small portion of their portfolio that they don't mind risking. They also invest in real estate. Over the past 200 years, real estate has been the primary vehicle that millionaires have used to earn and keep their wealth. Number 8. They think outside the box. Millionaires are always looking for ways to earn more money. They are also always looking to keep more of what they earn. Poor people go to work to earn money and then spend it without hesitation. Millionaires think of ways that they can increase their income and save money on things they buy. Wealthy people always have their eyes open for possible investment opportunities or business ideas. For example, if an opportunity presents itself in real estate, they are aware and prepared to act on that opportunity. It most likely wouldn't even cross the mind of someone with a poor mentality. The same thing applies when it comes to spending. When the rich go to purchase an item, they look around for where they can get the best value, instead of paying an unreasonable price just because they can afford it. Number 7. They invest in themselves. Investing and appreciating assets is an excellent way to grow wealth, but millionaires don't just invest in financial assets, they invest in themselves. An investment in yourself could be in many forms and could be as simple as reading a self-improvement book. According to Business Insider, they spend roughly 5.5 hours per week reading and 6 hours per week exercising, more than twice the average American. Thomas Corley, the author of Rich Habits, found that millionaires tend to read 3 types of books: biographies, personal development, and history. Millionaires and the aspiring rich know the importance of investing in themselves, while someone with a poor mindset is more likely to spend their time watching TV. Number 6. They grew up poor. Contrary to popular belief, most millionaires weren't born into rich families that sent them to private school, took them on frequent vacations, paid their tuition for a fancy college, and gave them a large down payment for their first home. According to Ramsey Solutions, 8 out of 10 millionaires grew up in a household with a middle-level income or below. More often than not, these people learned nothing positive about money while growing up and were exposed to poor money habits like overspending and going into debt. These behaviors can lead to high amounts of stress, strained relationships, and an overall lower quality of life. Perhaps they realize that it's possible to have a healthy relationship with money and it's not necessarily difficult to achieve financial success. Number 5. They still work. Most people think that millionaires retire to a tropical island and spend their time sipping fruity drinks on the beach without a care in the world. The fact is, about 80% of millionaires still go to work. This isn't always because they need or want more money. Many wealthy people like the benefits working provides. Working allows you to maintain a sense of purpose and fulfillment. It keeps you physically and mentally active, and it provides structure to your day. In addition to enjoying staying busy, they are also likely to have jobs that they enjoy. When you're a millionaire, you're not going to stick around at a job you can't stand with an unappreciative boss and a toxic work environment. You're going to do what you enjoy. This could be a passionate business venture or even a lower-paying job that's more pleasurable. Number 4, they have a long-term outlook. One of the reasons millionaires become so is because they think ahead. Building wealth by investing takes a long time, and reaching millionaire status could potentially take 20, 30, or 40 years. A person with a poor mentality wouldn't bother to invest because they don't know what the future will hold. Or they say, I don't want to save my money until I'm too old to spend it. Millionaires don't want to save everything until they're in a wheelchair either. But they know that time goes faster than you'd think, and money invested today can provide exponential rewards over time. Wealthy people know the balance between saving for the future and enjoying the present. Number 3, they're smart with cash windfalls. If a person with a poor mindset inherited or won a chunk of money or received a significant raise, how do you think they'd spend it? The next day, they would probably have a brand new car sitting in their driveway, even if it meant spending the entire amount. They'd be over the moon for the first couple of weeks until the excitement of that purchase fades and they're back to square one. Or worse, they're saddled with payments for the next 6 years. Those with a wealth mindset don't behave this way. They have the vision to see 1, 2, or 3 years down the road. In fact, when someone with a millionaire mindset suddenly came into extra money, you'd probably never even know it. They wouldn't race out and upgrade their car, buy a bigger house, or go on a shopping spree. They'd allocate it responsibly. This might be paying down debt or investing, which is something that will have a lasting impression, possibly for their entire life. Number 2, they live within their means. People who are truly rich do not stretch themselves financially. It's actually quite the opposite. How can this be when the wealthy seem to be purchasing all of these extravagant items and traveling all over? Millionaires do spend money, but they only spend a small amount in relation to their income. If they take home $100,000 in 1 year, they don't spend $100,000 or anywhere close to that. Instead, they'll save and invest 25 or 50% of that income and spend what's left over. The same applies if they earn $1 million in 1 year. Much of those earnings will be put away for future wealth growth while they live comfortably on the amount that's left. The middle class does the exact opposite of this. If a middle-class person earns $100,000, they'll spend all of that money in homes more expensive than they need, car payments, and vacations. Even worse, they often spend more through credit. Number 1, they know money doesn't buy happiness. This millionaire secret could easily throw you off. Of course, it's so much easier to be happy when you don't have to worry about how you're going to pay your rent or how you're going to buy groceries. Knowing you have plenty of money to pay for all of your expenses will undoubtedly put your mind at ease. However, buying things that aren't necessarily important to you will wear off quickly. In other words, a shiny new car will make you happy for a short period of time, and that feeling will be short-lived. Millionaires have come to realize that the joy received from spending doesn't last, and knowing you have the ability to buy something if you wanted to is just as powerful, if not more powerful, than actually buying that item. It can be surprising when you learn that the average millionaire wouldn't appear rich on the outside. They are often frugal, look for ways to earn more money, and usually don't try to be flashy. When you see someone flashing their supposed wealth, chances are that they're not rich at all. By taking note of their behavior and executing the habits of the rich, you can become so tremendously wealthy that you never have to worry about money again.